And we're on. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Formless Friday. Um, this is where we don't really have a plan, we just sit and chat. And that's pretty much all we do. And I think you can see too much behind me there. But that's okay. So I normally do Formless Friday on Fridays. I do Topic Tuesday on Tuesdays, and I do Wednesday Free for All on Wednesdays. This week, though, things didn't go quite according to plan because I wound up on Tuesday, I ended early because I couldn't get a conversation going. Wednesday, I canceled. I was supposed to um, go to a networking event. Um, so I couldn't do both. And then this writing client scheduled a group interview at the very same time. So I had to cancel my plans to go to the networking event. And then only one person showed up for that group interview. So I wound up having recording a pretty brief conversation with her. Um, Oh, hey, Jeannie T. You need to send me an email. Cause I owe you a Ravelry code. Um, but anyway, yeah. So I still need to edit that thing and get it back to them. So, yep. This week did not go according to plan at all. Um, but I'm here right now. Normally we're here from 4 to 5. At 5 o'clock we go and visit Granny D. Um, um, and let's see, what else are we doing today? Not much else. We're just having a conversation, just chatting amongst ourselves, and then something weird was going on Tuesday because there were people in the room, but nobody, not a soul, made a comment once. So I ended that early. Um, it was very strange. And then so I was telling the story about Wednesday too. It also didn't go according to plan. Um, so, so Jeannie, what's on your hook? Well, we have people in the room, but so far, Jeannie, you're the only one who's making comments. So, but that's okay too. I mean, they come and they go. Usually, we get the most people on Wednesdays. Because oh yes, that was a fiber spider one, right? Yeah. Um, but on Wednesdays we follow Granny D, and she usually sends people over. Cold ginger ale, nice. I've got iced tea in my cup. Um, let's see, I'm doing a big project with a whole bunch of solid grannies. Um, um, and then I just did another do-rag. Um, and I'm always doing hats. My most recent hat was made with yarn scraps, and it turned out fun. Um, and then what else is going on? Oh, I'm also working on Bag of Days All That Glitters shawl in a very lightweight yarn and a very small hook. Um, so I took a break from that. Hey, Frenchie. Oh, Frenchie, I was telling the story about Wednesday. I canceled because I was going to go to a networking event, and then this writing client scheduled a group interview that I was supposed to record and edit so that they could load it to their YouTube channel. Well, only one person showed up for this group chat, and it was, "Hey, Nana Michelle," um, and so we had a very brief discussion, but it would have been more animated if more people had shown up, and it would have lasted longer too. But anyway, um, I'm here now, and we usually go until about 5 o'clock, and then we go and see Granny D. So, tell you what, I'm gonna post the link if anybody wants to come up. Hmm. Anyway, yeah. Um, so, as I was saying, I'm in the middle of a Bag a Day All That Glitters show. Oh, Granny D won't be on today. I knew she had a trip coming up, but I wasn't sure exactly when. But still, we'll just keep it to an hour today. This is iced tea. Um, when I got really sick, I um, um, stopped drinking, and I just haven't picked it up again.
Hi guys,
Hey,
how are
how you
you?
doing?
Uh, Working on a shawl. I had to. This is the Boogie Nights. I hate that. I hate. I found out. I found a yarn that I actually dislike.
Oh,
So
why do you like it or dislike it?
the way it feels going through my hands, it feels like I'm working with shoestrings with sparkle. Hi Ashley, Frenchie,
Hey,
Jennifer, Jeannie T. That's one I haven't heard before.
yep,
So
yep, yep. Oh, by the way, I've started entering giveaways again. So if anybody um, sees that I win any of them, and I never do, but just let me know because I might not see the video where they do the winners. But um, yeah, there's some nice giveaways out there. Crystal has some of those really, really big and colorful.
The power ball that's like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Gorgeous.
I mean,
Gorgeous.
she had one that she bought that she gave away, and there was another one that was donated by the yarn maker for a giveaway.
Mm.
And she's already done the winner for one of them, and the other one, I don't think she's done it yet.
I don't know. I haven't been dealing with giveaways for a few months.
Yeah, I
I
stopped doing them for a long time.
I
Um,
got entered in a giveaway just because I'm a subscriber and I won.
oh wow, nice.
Yes.
Um,
I won a res Afghan
oh nice.
because it's I bring it every day is the channel name, Kelly.
Uh-huh.
And when I started crocheting, I went to the thrift store for yarn. I have no problem admitting I was too broke to go buy the $2 skein of yarn at Walmart, but I could spend $5 and get 6 or 8 skeins because I would get a bag with multiple skeins in it. Okay, I'll take that bargain over Walmart, and I
Mm-hmm.
would spend anywhere from $2 to $10 on Afghans. Take them home, wash them up. If they were in good condition, but they had a couple of holes in them to where you could not repair them because you couldn't find the colors anymore. Pull it apart and I reuse that yarn. If they were in good repair and you could reuse it, I took it to a
Dry
VA,
cleaner.
the Veterans Home.
Oh, cool,
Yep.
cool.
And then the pandemic hit, and it's like, oh yay! I gave away my last um, Afghan that I had bought like that 2 weeks before they did the lockdowns. So
Oh,
yeah, but
yeah. Lots of people started doing crafts um, during the lockdowns.
oh yeah,
Um, Lots of people started YouTube channels during the lockdowns. Um, and then now people are getting back to their lives, or they've been getting back to their lives. And it's some of the YouTube channels are sort of lying fallow. Um,
yeah.
so yeah, it's
But because of the lockdown, they quit accepting donations and stuff. And I was working 40, 45 hours a week because my job was one of the ones that stayed open. So okay, I got hours and walking to work, walking back home. I was tired. Yep. I've had an account since 2016, and I'm debating on putting content, doing live streams and stuff like that up. I'm I'm thinking about it.
I enjoy doing live streams. Some people don't like it.
I like going up and talking with you, Ashley from Mob's Yarnery. I bring it. I was in with Kelly, or not Kelly, Froggy, um, last year. I've been up with Granny D, and then I've got some in the small engine community that I was on. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
It was tough for a lot of people.
yeah.
But I was unemployed before, so
For your daily living, it didn't change that much. The lockdown.
no, not a lot, because well, actually, I did get very sick. It was not COVID related, but I got very sick during that time. Um, and nobody could come and see me.
Yeah, I started hopping on live streams more often. I'd interact on chats and stuff like that because I wasn't going to to Walmart, to the grocery store, or anything unless you had to because of the lockdowns.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
But, we got through it.
yep, David Browning. My boyfriend has never seen you on YouTube before.
Oh, really?
He hasn't really paid that much attention. I know. You gonna stay or go, Scout? Go on. Our bedroom is air conditioned, and when he goes outside to smoke, he takes the dog out. Well, if she wants to go outside, she goes outside. Otherwise, I have a used to be in a rocking chair, and she parks it right here. Just a little thin cushion about like that. Hi, Lori. And
Hey,
she parks
Lori.
it right here and waits. And I asked her, and she went back in the bedroom.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
But yeah,
Yeah. I don't know what I was going to say. But yeah, it's been a roller coaster.
oh yeah, it's it's been something else, and oh, I can't wait to see what the history books put down in 20 years.
Mm. Oh, that's one thing I actually really um, really hate. It bothers me a lot. Is just scrolling through YouTube Shorts and seeing so much political stuff.
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean, they've said for generations, history is written by the winners. So, what is history going to say about the pandemic? Or and because there are no winners with this. That's
but they've politicized it. They've made it into business. Um,
oh cool, Genie T.
oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's the whole thing has just been not pretty. Um, but there's nothing we can do about it right now.
No, we just survive. That's all we can do.
Yep, 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 yep. So,
Sorry. I'm double stranding inside and out. It's the Premier Spun Colors.
uh-huh.
And this colorway is mauve. And it's separating on me.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
It looks pretty though. I like the color.
It is. And since I'm double stranding it, it's. See if I can get it up. I like how it's working up because I do have some basically color blocks on it. Like to me, right here, it's kind of an orangey red. where it's the colors have almost matched.
Oh, that's cool.
And this is on the outside of the Boogie Nights. But since they're all acrylic, and I lost my hook, but oh well. I've got like 5 of that size, so.
Yeah, I'm always losing mine, but then they turn up. Usually, like they're in my lap.
I heard it hit the floor, so I know it's down there. Yeah. And I have 3 other cakes of this. I was planning on doing this shawl and that cake, maybe getting 2 of them because there's 400 yards per deal. Hi, Victor.
Hey, Victor.
So, but now I have to decide what to do with 1,200 yards instead of 16.
I'm sure you can find out. Oh, Ian's here. I'm sure you can figure out something.
Yeah, I just don't want to make a blanket out of it. That's my main thing is baby blankets and Afghans. I don't want to use this on that. And considering I don't sell, Ian, hello. Yep, it just separated out on me.
Oh well.
Oh yeah, it happens. I'll deal. I actually like working with yarn barf. I have no problem taking skeins of yarn and working with them and pulling them apart and fixing them and all that.
Yeah. I had a baby blanket that I had like half done, and I decided I didn't like how it was going, so I like frogged the whole thing and just wound the yarn into a big ball.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm not hurting for yarn. I'll tell you that.
And if you send it to me, you're going to lose it because I'll straighten out the yarn barf and then make it into a, hi Dana, into a scrap blanket for donation. But I have to get another one of these and some other scraps and make a chicken.
A chicken.
Chicken.
Okay.
I have a craft group that I go to. It starts the 3rd Thursday of the month, and we meet for the rest of the month on Thursdays. And the first Thursday, we have our secret sister because right now it's all females in the group. Sorry, no offense. It just happened to be that way. Wow. And my secret sister collects and raises chickens.
Wow.
Yes.
So. That could be great fun.
Yeah. Well, I've seen crocheted chickens before, so it's not really that big a deal. Just do a round piece like this, about that big around for the head and the neck, and then I would make a bowl so it's flat and will sit, and at seam up, then you're going to add feathers and stuff, and then come across and add it all together. I know how I want to do it. I just haven't done it before.
So it's going to be amigurumi then.
Yeah, and I'll post pictures, and next time I get up, I'll have a picture on my phone so I can show you. But Um, I'm not going to write it down because I saw, you can go on YouTube, you can go on
Hey, Nancy.
Pinterest, Ravelry, and you can get them. You can get them all over the place. So for me, it's okay. I see it, and I know what I want it to look like, and this is what I've done before that has worked somewhat like it. So that's what I do. Yeah, so do I, Dana. I have a very strange relationship with amigurumis. I've done two flat panel ones, and they just no.
I
And I have someone wanting me to make them a pink and purple panda bear.
hmm. So, I've tried amigurumi, but it never comes out right. I'm never happy with it, so
Yeah,
I stick to things that I can do well, which is probably, you know, sort of self-limiting, but it works for me.
yeah. I have someone wanting me to make them a Dobby from the Harry Potter, the house elf. I mean, I got the yarn for it. I have a total of, I've got 12 of these, and there's 241 meters per bulb. So I've got the yarn for it. But that scares me. Honestly, that scares me because I've not done a amigurumi that's in the round like that. That's what I do. I have a little bit in here, and by a little bit, I mean total. It's like that long. Um, but yeah, my stuffing has been my yarn scraps. I have polyfill, but okay, I'll use yarn scraps too. That works. Hi,
I've
Ian.
done that
Hi.
before. Hey.
And you're not a weirdo, sweetie. You look beautiful.
No, I celebrate the weirdness.
I oh, what was it? I always mess up the stuffing. But um for stuffing, I take the stuffing out of old pillows that we're going to throw away anyway.
hmm I don't have any of that. Our pillows, if they get thrown away, it's because um, animals have left a mess. And
Ah.
yeah, you've seen my puppy. She's been up here a couple of times. I have a almost 4 year old adult cat, and her from front of her shoulders to the end of to her butt is the same width as my shoulders. She weighs just as much as my dog,
Hmm.
and Scout's about 12 pounds. And then we have a kitten
Hey,
who's
Dana.
4 months.
Hey, Victor.
So yeah.
Our cat just turned about a year old. And we've had her since November. She's still rather skittish around me.
Hmm.
But she does like to come in here because this room is a mess. And so there are lots of little hiding places she can find.
Exactly,
I
Frenchie.
I, I could not broadcast from in here up until about 2 weeks ago because I had a 4 foot by almost 6 foot dining room table up against that wall, which is the windows. And it was from the 70s, pressboard, veneer. We think she might be part Maine Coon, Victor, not sure, because she was uh, somebody bred her in an apartment, and she was just given to the previous owner, which I got her from. They don't know her pedigree. So I finally got all this arranged. Now I have my tote boxes are stacked up against that window. They're one deep, thankfully, but they are 3 and 4 high, depending on where you look. And then I have boxes on top. Right behind me in that wood, I've got a little bit of yarn, not much. And then these and that tote box have yarn. This is empty. And there's assorted junk up there. And I have a wooden box down here with yarn. And of course, yarn underneath because I've got tote boxes.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't have enough yarn. This thing behind me, not enough. This whole hallway that I'm residing in, nope, not enough yarn. We just need space. I don't have enough yarn, and I don't have enough space or money.
Yeah. I got told by another YouTuber that I have more yarn than his wife, who has been crocheting for longer than I've been alive.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
and this is what I just showed you is only part. I have a small shelf over there that's about 2 tote boxes worth, and then out on the front porch, which is an enclosed porch, I have several tote boxes from when I moved from Oklahoma to Texas out there. I'm going through this, and it's going to be made into blankets and stored back in the tote boxes, and then bring in some of the bigger tote boxes from out there and switch it all out until I get down to where I have maybe about 4 or 5 totes that are working projects. Yeah.
I got some
I
yarn
need
bark.
to
Wanna,
sorry.
join. Come on over. We'll hang out. You can handle the yarn bark.
Depends on what state are you in.
I'm trying to work through it. So whenever I encounter some barfing moments, I just deal with it as it goes. But I'm at the end of a Caron 1 pound, and it's just like
when it gets to the point that it goes like that.
Yeah.
What I do is I won't pull from the outside. I will work as much as I can while it's collapsed. When it starts knotting, I'll pull the knot up to wherever I'm working, stitch marker, that stitch into the one on the row below. So you have like this, your stitch marker is here, but it also goes down into here. So you don't lose it at all. And then I will pull it out, just sit there and make a pile, and then wind it into a ball, throw it in a bowl or even a pan, a pot, colander, whatever, some container. And then, Victor, I can't come all that way. And then undo the stitch marker and start working again.
Yeah. I should have, it was bad before I started this project, before I started reworking this hat.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, yeah, it'll be fine. And I regret every minute of it. I should have wound it. I have a yarn winder, so a cake winder, so I should have wound it up, but instead I foolishly. And then I've been traveling, so, and I don't do all my work at this desk. I also work on the couch, so I'll like pick it up, and like I'm working with 3 colors. It's just I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, and this is one of them.
Yeah.
This is one blanket. This particular yarn stays in here because it is a Karen anniversary cake. There is no way I'm going to get this yarn out of here because it has collapsed like 5 times on me. And I have another bag over there that has 2 blankets in it but they're going to be baby blankets, so they're only going to be like 3 foot across, and that's it.
I find that there are some yarns that I just can't get a center pole to work. So I don't mind pulling from the outside
Yeah.
with those. When I'm working with cakes, I always pull from the outside.
And see, oh Lord, it's been over 30 years since I was taught to crochet. And my grandmother, literally, if I went to pull from the outside, she smacked my hands. Like the Catholic nun in school with the ruler on the knuckles. That hurt. So you always pulled from the inside. It didn't matter. You pulled from the inside.
Victor, I would love to see that yarn. Victor said that I would love his Halloween yarn that he got, that he's planning on making a large scarf with.
Cool.
Yeah, I got 2 of the Hobie bags, the cakes, and I had also gotten a mystery bag from Raven's Crochet. Or she has a bag and a box. I got one of each. And I got an orange to black twister. The center is orange, the outside is black.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
And I've got green and pink and purple and all into navy blue and black.
Cool.
Yeah, now that's where I would be slightly upset.
I don't know what it is. I was recording a video earlier, and I was just like, every time I encountered something like this, I'd be like, okay, well, it's time for an anxiety attack. Like,
no, just say, okay, let me pull this and this and this and this and snip. I literally on this cake, I love it because of the size, and it is working up beautifully, and large, heavy because it's a size 6 yarn. The purple in it, and I forget what stripe, but I literally had to cut out 2 pieces that were this big. They had the weaver's knot in them, which normally I just keep crocheting over them, but the knot was coming undone. So it's like, okay, cut, and I'm just going to back up 3 stitches and then put in a new one and keep going, because this is all double crochet. So it's like, nope, we're going to do this.
Yeah.
And when I got to it, I had the yarn attached to my project. I had a pile of purple, and then I had the yarn attached to the ball. And it's like, okay, forget it.
I almost always use either worsted or DK. I don't like yarns any larger. I picked up some. It was some of those awful Ogo rings, but they were half price. Sorry?
I said I have those, but they're the baby pastel in the red heart. So they're the regular worsted weight. I've seen the Karen ones that are the thicker weight, and I'll be honest, I won't touch the blanket yarn ones.
Well, this was labeled as a 4, but I really think it was a 5. And I wound up making.
Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Jackie.
I made a few things.
Yeah,
but hey, Jackie. Yeah, I made a few things, but I didn't much like it.
I'm really excited for this Premier Puzzle yarn. I didn't realize it was a 5 when I ordered it, but it's in my Halloween basket because I think it'll be a nice spooky color. But it's, I don't know, like my ideal weight is a 5.
Here you go.
Yeah.
This is puzzle, and it's a 6 millimeter moss stitch.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I don't like it because I don't care for pink.
Nina, you can have it if you come visit me.
I
Victor,
actually think I have that color because I ordered from Aberdeen Wool, and I've got like 7 balls over there. Yeah.
Victor was talking about yarn, and a lot of people on this side of the pond love to order from Hobby.
Yeah.
Um, I've never had any of their yarn before, but I'd like to try it. I've
Um,
gotten some ice yarn before, and that was nice. And I
no,
don't
actually,
remember. Sorry, what'd you say? Oh,
Mobs is Ashley.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she is not getting that blanket. But yeah, if you order from Aberdeen Wool, it's they're in Canada and it's $5 to ship anywhere. Cost me an extra $2 in duties and fees.
That's not
But
so bad.
no, that's not bad because I got the puzzle. I got
You
toy.
said duties.
Hmm?
I said you said duties.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm like 12 years old.
but I got puzzle toy box, which they no longer make. And I got 9 deals of toy box. I can do that in a continuous granny square, and that ends up because this will be the second time working with it. That ends up being about a 5-foot square blanket in just the granny stitch. And I have to keep that away from my son because he will take that one too.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Ooh. Lori, please tell me it was a good heart attack because you caught the clearance stickers.
Yeah, people are saying that there's still some clearance yarn at some Hobby Lobbies.
Mm-hmm. They
Um,
they start in June and they rotate all around. Hobby Lobby is based, started, and still in their main warehouse is in Oklahoma City.
oh,
So it starts in Oklahoma in June and spreads out from there. And they remodel, and ditch lines, everything starting in June. One of the girls I went to high school with started in the warehouse, and 5 years ago she was put into the PR marketing. So I get flyers. Even though I moved, I still get flyers.
well, there you go.
Hey.
Um, we have a local yarn shop here. We used to have two. Um, but yeah, we have one local yarn shop here, and the people there are just not nice.
Really?
Yeah. I've never been to another local yarn shop where they weren't
Ooh,
nice.
Yeah, don't they want to sell
ouch.
things?
They went up. Hobby Lobby
I'm
went up
sure I
on the
will
yarn.
eventually.
Bad peoples.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Kim, affordably crafty, was
Mm-hmm.
complaining about shrinkflation, where the skeins were getting smaller, um,
But the
and the
price is getting
prices,
higher.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've been seeing that since I was a kid, actually.
Yeah. That's why I like oh, the yardage went down? That's bad.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
what the shrink. That's what the shrink is about, right?
No, that's if the yardage went down then it should have been made thicker because ounce wise or pound wise, depending on what you're getting, should not have gone down. Because I know In Turkey, where they manufacture a lot of it, they go by the gram scale. So our 3.5 ounces is 100 grams, and they don't like to. It messes with their machines if they have to go in and reset for one particular line, one particular store. So
Well, I think it's happening to all the manufacturers.
yeah,
Um,
I don't know. I've got
I,
some cotton scrubby. I will check because I got some last year before I even met the boyfriend, and I have some from like end of May. So I will check and see if there's a difference on that.
they're saying that the Premier Just yarn that you get from the Dollar Tree
Uh huh.
um, is smaller, and it's now $1.25.
Well, the Dollar Tree has gone up. It is $1.25 across the board, but the I don't know if the yarn has changed. For the simple fact, I haven't bought any there in 6 7 months because I have all this. My Dollar Tree yarn that I have is in the living room in a container, and that is going to be a motif, couple of motif blankets. I know what I'm doing with it. I just haven't started it.
I have a ton of it. I started doing a sweater with some of it,
Mm-hmm.
um, but I think I'm gonna frog it because I um, don't really like it.
I'm not getting the chenille, the velvet, or the blanket yarn. Those types, it to me when it goes through my fingers, it just ich. It feels horrid, and I can't. I literally had someone gift me like 2 black garbage bags worth of yarn. I had a bunch of yarn barf that was multicolor. So I'm sitting here with about 8 different balls around a pile, and oh, there's 2 balls of blanket yarn. I literally just cut them off, tightened them up, set them off to the side because those are immediate donations for me. And I went through the rest of my pile, and as I was going through getting the blanket yarn and stuff, that got literally thrown at the other one. I, at one point in time, gave away about 15 skeins of blanket yarn because I had been gifted that much.
Hmm.
Um, Lori, try the mainstays from Walmart because I've noticed that on Super Saver, the darker yarns are harsher, but that's because of the dyes. Like if you were doing a black yarn is not as bad, but if you're doing like a cobalt blue and a deep teal versus a light blue and a light green, it's a completely different feel between the two. Try the mainstays. That's gotten good, and it's $3 versus five for Red Heart.
I've actually, I have noticed that a lot of the Red Heart Super Saver in solid colors was harsh to feel, and I assumed it was across the board. But I never noticed it with different.
Yeah, I just noticed it one day because I have rough hands anyway. I've always worked with my hands. I'm the person that I'll go in there and I'll give the baby a bath, have no problem. Then I'll go out there and work on the car. I've got battery acid, radiator fluid, everything on me, and doesn't bother me. So I have calluses in there, and you can hear that. Um, they're rough, but I can tell the difference in how the yarn feels, especially after I get out of the shower and put lotion on. I can really feel the difference. And to me, it was darker colors is the dye. is harsher.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a bunch of different colors of Red Heart,
Mhm.
and I just keep it in the corner because I try not to use it if I can help it. But there's so many colors and it's so affordable. Um, I've tried the mainstay. I don't know. For me, that actually was more painful. Um,
Mm.
but there is one particular Red Heart yarn. I could grab it if you wanted to see it, but it's called Mexicana, and it's literally all the colors of the rainbow. It's
Mhm.
so beautiful.
Mhm.
It's one of my favorite yarns. Actually,
And it is hard as anything to find now.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
actually made out of Mexicana, and it's just so gorgeous. This little fanny pack, but oh my gosh, it's like Brillo. It's like steel wool.
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
that makes your hands bleed.
Friend of mine just put up a Cuppy's Crochet. She just put out a deal for a Swiffer pad. Use use your red heart for that if you don't it since if you don't like it. Just work for do two rows, set it down, do something else. Um oh yeah. So you have to be really, really picky about your stuff. Soft secret. Okay, that's like Karen Simply Soft to me.
Yeah,
And
and
that's
then
extremely splitty, so I don't work with it as often. I
Premiere
can.
also has their Eversoft, which is comparable,
Oh,
but
the
yeah,
Premiere
yeah.
Eversoft.
Hmm.
Yeah, I worked with one skein of that, and then it disappeared when my daughter went to college. She knits, so
Mm-hmm.
It
Fancy that.
sounds like me and my mom's makeup when I was a teenager.
Oh no, her makeup palette is completely different from mine. She wears tends to wear more of what you do, Ian, and I do neutrals. So
Mhm.
she will borrow the makeup that I wear for Halloween, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, why am I out of this? And oh, her, that's it. Okay, I'm good.
Oh well. Yeah, it's
No, it's
actually I don't have to compete with anybody in the house for yarn because my sister does counted cross stitch, and that's a
mhm.
totally different kind of floss.
Oh yeah.
Um, but she's always, I was surprised at how much she pays for patterns. They go for a lot more than a crochet or a knitting
Hmm.
pattern.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean they can get so detailed, but then the thing is, like, you can, um, when my wife was doing it for a while, and I got, she wanted this big map that was all like sepia tones, and
Mm-hmm.
um, it it was like you could get it on it. You could buy a pattern from someone on Ravelry or wherever, I don't know.
Hmm.
Um, but you could buy a pattern and then buy all the floss you need and then buy your thing, or you could get a kit on Amazon for like $15. It's like, how can you compete with that? Like, how can like a artist compete with that? It's crazy.
They can't because all that's packaged overseas,
Hmm.
and they don't have the people the factory that packages it. Literally, they will have a bin. Now, grant now I'll tell you right now, I'm 6'1". They will have bins that are stacked taller than I am, of one color, and they're on a pallet. The workers will get 4 and 5 of these bins, and of the different colors, and they'll count. I got 5 of this, 8 of this, 2 of this, whatever, and just throw it in a box or a bag, and that's it. Because they have the storage capacity and or the manufacturing capacity to get all that there, and that's why it only costs $15-20 because sometimes even that counting process is automated.
Mhm.
Sometimes my sister sells her output on
Mm-hmm.
eBay. Yeah. She got an order from somebody in New Zealand.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So it's the postage is going to be a lot, but of course she's making the purchaser pay the postage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I had somebody on. My boyfriend has his own channel, and I was on there Monday night because I'm moderator, and I'm always, and if one of the panel gets to be um, where nobody wants to deal with them, I do.
Why did you look at me when you said that?
No, I was I was actually looking at my cat in there because she gave me dirty looks, and that was the adult
Uh-oh.
cat.
Oh.
And I'm also trying to figure out how to word it politely because when that happens, I'm not polite. But they were asking me how much I would charge for a shawl. I have one I'm working on that has Karen tea cakes in it. The 3 cakes with the shipping for me to get them cost me $20. Okay, if I charged $8 an hour, 6 hours on it, that's $24, right?
That's 48.
No, 48.
8 times
Okay,
6 is 48, yeah.
so 48 and the 20, $68. Then
See,
shipping on
yeah.
top of that. How many people are going to pay for that?
I mean, I think
Well,
that,
I always say if you want Walmart prices, go to Walmart.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And but I'm not looking for a profit. So I would charge $45 plus shipping. So they would end up paying about 55 to $60 anyway, depending on shipping, because that's almost 3 pounds. So they're going to have to pay for the shipping for it. And it's just because I want just enough to replace the yarn because not like I don't have enough anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Ooh.
definitely to each their own in like pricing methods. I try to see what people are making comparable items and selling them for.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also, so like I'm a slower crocheter, so I have to be mindful that like things take me longer.
Yeah.
And so usually I will do like 75% of my time. Like I won't do the full time because I know someone out there could do it in 75% of the time that I could. But I'm still, you're still worth. I mean, if you make a
Yeah.
shawl for someone, I mean, that's a
Okay.
made work of art. You should, I mean, you can price however you want, but my
Yeah.
opinion is that you could charge a lot more and you deserve it.
Yeah. And I mean, first thing I charge is for the yarn. You're going to pay to replace the yarn.
Yeah.
But there's no if, ands, or buts about that. I have a baby blanket in here. And by baby blanket, it's 44 inches square, but my baby blankets go from newborn to 18 months or 2 years. You can use it that long as you take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the kid starts outgrowing it. But
I have a friend. I usually don't sell my stuff, but I have a friend who does the craft fairs and things.
mhm,
So she's going to take a whole bunch of my stuff and sell it for me,
mhm.
and we'll split the proceeds. So that'll be nice.
Yeah, that'll be
Um,
nice. But it cost me $39 for the yarn on that blanket. Now I can go in and get the same amount of yarn, the same color, brand, everything for $30 because it went down. It went from $6.49 to $5 a skein. Okay, they're still going to pay what I paid, not what the new price is. And I'm only charging $25 for my time because It took me 4 months to do it because I would go through one skein and set it away for a week or 3, do another skein. That's it.
Mm.
Yeah, I know people that charge $15-20 an hour, and they do like on that scarf. Or that shawl, if I charge $15 an hour, so 6 times 15 is
90.
$90 plus the $20 for the yarn. Nobody would touch it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know I'm worth more, but you also have to factor in what people will pay.
Yeah.
And people are not willing to pay for handcrafted items. They're going to Shein, they're going to Walmart, they're going to Kmart, Target, they're going to the box stores because they can pay $1.50, $5 for the fanny pack that Ian showed us. And they, for a granny duster, they can pay $30, where for us it would take $100 worth of yarn and $500-600 worth of time and labor and everything.
Frenchie says the Granny D is going on after all.
Oh, cool.
So let me just post her link. How did that happen?
You hit the button on you that puts you solo. There you go.
Okay, anyway, let me just post her link.
Trying to get rid of us.
Yeah, I've got notification for Granny D here.
Okay. So, since she's going on, Nightbot just showed you her link. Since she's going on, I'm going to call it a day.
All right.
Because I have some things to do anyway. And,
Oh, yeah, we always do.
We will see you all the next time.
Yep. Thank you for having me. Thank everyone in chat. And Ian, it was nice meeting you. Because this is the first time I've been up on a panel with you. I haven't seen you in chat before, so I'll keep looking.
Whoa, I got called out.
Hey,
I've been here. I've been around. I took a break from YouTube, but I used to be Pivy Does It All.
I thought so, but I didn't want to out you like that in case you were, and you didn't want to own up to it.
No, yeah. Just change my name.
That's fine. And my channel name is Crystal in Sky, and I'm, like I said, I'm thinking about putting content out, and if I do, I'm going to change my name. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
so I'm gonna bounce out. Y'all guys have fun. I'll see you over at Granny D's.
Bye bye all.
Bye.